Good evening and hello. My name is Renee D. Waring, and I am the founder of Uniquely and Wonderfully Made Ministries. Welcome to you all, and a special welcome to the new members of my community. I am glad to be able to spend this time with you this evening. This evening, my talk is on suicide and older adults. What you should know. It was written by the National Council on Aging. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the U.S., and rates are on the rise, especially among people aged 65 and older. Suicide is higher in older adults for a number of reasons: social isolation, physical impairments, and chronic illness or economic circumstances. If an older adult that you know exhibits suicidal thoughts or behavior, you can help. One option is calling 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Suicide is more than a preventative tragedy. It is a growing public health crisis. According to provisional statistics released by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the U.S. suicide rate reached a historic high in 2022. While nearly every age group experienced an increase, older adults fared the worst. Compared to 2021, suicide deaths rose 8.1% among people aged 65 and over. What concerning factors about suicide and older adults include: 1. While older adults comprise of just 16.8% of the population, they make up approximately 22% of suicides. Number 2, in 2022, among nearly 49,449 suicides took place in the U.S., 10,433 were attributed to people aged 65 and older. Number 3, older adults tend to plan suicide more carefully. They are also more likely to use more lethal methods, such as firearms, poisoning, and suffocation. 4, among people who attempt suicide, 1 in every 4 adults will succeed, compared to 1 in 200 youths. Even if an older adult fails a suicide attempt, they are less likely to recover from the effects due to fragility or underlying health conditions. Number 5, men age 75 face a higher overall rate of suicide and are more likely to use firearms. Why is suicide higher in older adults? Suicide risk can increase as we age for a number of reasons. Social isolation can be a major risk factor, which older adults may be more likely to experience if their spouse had recently died and there are no family members or friends nearby. Older adults may also experience an unexpected loss of freedom or independence due to a serious illness or maybe fear becoming a burden to those they love. Quote, most people who are thinking about suicide are very receptive to help and support, and we can be that lifeline, unquote, said Amanda Kirshner, Associate Director of Behavioral Health, NCOA Center for Healthy Aging, during an interview with Closer Look with Rose Scott, end quote. Quote, we are starting to see a shift in organizations realizing that this is an issue. When we get statistics that are mind-blowing to us, it is a wake-up call for people to say, quote, we need to do something about this, Kirshner said, unquote. Other reasons for suicide intent in older adults include one, grief over the loss of loved ones. Adults who live long enough may begin to lose cherished family members and friends to old age and illness. They may wrestle with their own mortality and experience anxiety about dying. For some, this is, quote, age of loss, unquote, is overwhelming and can intensify feelings of loneliness and hopelessness. Number two, loss of self-sufficiency. Seniors who were once able to dress themselves, drive, read, and lead an active life may grapple with loss of identity. They may mourn the independent and vibrant person they once were. Three, chronic illness and pain. Older adults are more likely to face illnesses and chronic disease such as arthritis, heart problems, high blood pressure, and diabetes. These conditions can bring on pain and mobility issues that compromise the quality of life. Seniors may also experience loss of vision and other senses, such as hearing, making it harder to do things they love. Number five, cognitive. Number four, cognitive impairment. In 2021 study, researchers found that older adults and mild cognitive impairment and dementia had a higher risk for suicide. Declines in cognitive function can affect a person's decision-making skills, abilities, and increase impulsivity. And number five, financial troubles. older adults living on fixed incomes may struggle to pay their bills or to keep food on the table. For someone who is already struggling with health issues or grief, financial stress can be a trigger for suicidal thoughts. Thus ends my presentation for today. I hope that you found my talk to be both interesting and informative. You can reach me on my website. My ministry is called Uniquely and Wonderfully, AND, and Wonderfully Made Ministries. Friday of next month, the fourth Friday of next month, I will give my presentation on social media. And the first Saturday of January, I will appear on To God Be the Glory broadcast ministry on the internet under TGS and George B, tgsandgeorgeb.org. I am the founder of Uniquely and Wonderfully Made Ministries. My name is Renee D. Waring, and I am the warrior warring. Thank you.